Hello students. In today's video we are looking into the topic that is genetic algorithm. Okay. So here we can see the introduction of the genetic algorithm and steps in a genetic algorithms. Okay. This algorithm was proposed by the Holland in the year of 1975. This algorithm is suited for solving the complex optimization problems. So the advantage in this algorithm is that they search complex and a large amount of spaces efficiently and locate near the optimal solution. Okay, so here mainly the genetic algorithm is used to optimize the complex problems. Optimization means the cost effective or a highest achievable performance as like a fully perfect values we are finding out. So for this purpose we will be having the genetic algorithm. Okay, so in this the advantage in this algorithm is a search complex and a large amount of spaces efficiently to locate near the optimal solution. Genetic algorithms operate on a set of individual element called a population. So throughout this genetic algorithm concept, you should understand that the particular single element is called as an population. So mainly this genetic algorithm works on the census analysis and all. Okay, so here it will consider the individual element, the individual person, you can say. So it is known as a population, the whole particular population. From that we will be selecting one particular individual elements. So it's a genetic algorithm. Okay, there is a set of biological inspired operators that can change this individual. So in this genetic algorithm we will be using a many biological steps like crossover, mutation, selection and all are comes under this particular biological steps. Okay, according to the evolutionary theory, only the more suited individual in the population are likely to survive and to generate the offspring, thus transmitting their biological hereditary to the other generation. So in computing terms, genetic algorithm maps strings of numbers to each potential solution. Each solution becomes an individual in the population and each string becomes a representation of an individual. So here it maps the string of numbers to each potential solution. It will be in the form of like a string manipulation. Okay, string from the entire population we will be selecting the individual elements and form the string to find out the optimal solution. Okay, so here we should be able to derive the individual from its string representation. The genetic algorithm then manipulates these strings in search of improved solution. So after from the selection of the individual element and making them as a string, and from that string it will be working on. Okay, so we can see the genetic algorithm process. So first the steps involved in the genetic algorithm are creation of population strings, evaluation of each strings, selection of the best strings, then genetic operations to create the new population of a strings. Okay, so here you can see the diagram, that is reproduction of a cycle that we have. Population, the as I told, that population includes the individual elements. Every single elements will be there in the whole population, and next step it will be evaluating of this string. After considering the individual element in the population, it will form into the string, then those string will be in the will be evaluated. Okay, after evaluation, if it got the result, if it got its criteria correct, then it will be stop the particular fitness or a optimization process. If we didn't get those particular output or predict the particular value, then after evaluation process it will next move into the selection process. Okay, so in from the those strings will be moved into the selection process. So from the selection process it will select the and select those strings and calculate those strings and will be moved into the genetic operations. So in genetic operation it will have the crossover and mutation process, where in crossover it just from the particular string of data it swaps the data. It just mismatch means not mismatch, it just cross over those particular numbers or strings, the individual elements. So it is a genetic operation crossover. Then we have the mutation under the genetic operation. So by performing these steps then it will be stop, means it will be finding the solution for a particular problem. Hence this is a process. Okay, first it will consider a population, then it evaluate. Once it's evaluated, if it got the result it will directly stop. If it didn't got its result, then it will be moved into the selection process. From the selection process then it will move into the genetic operation, where it has a mutation and a crossover in a genetic operation. Okay, so this is a reproduction cycle. If it didn't got the result, again it move into the population. Okay, so from population again it move until it get a result. It will be, this process will be continued. Okay, so here you can say each cycle produces a new generation of possible solutions to a problem. At the first stage, a population of the possible solution is created at the starting point. Each individual in the population is encoded to a string to be manipulated by a genetic operators. In the next stage, each individual is evaluated. So as I told, after considering the population, under that individual element will be formed, and we will make those in the string like form, and it will be evaluated and manipulated in the evaluation process. So here initially the individual is created from its string description, and then its performance in related to the target is evaluated. Okay, next we can see the two genetic operations of the life cycle of a genetic algorithm. So crossover, so here it is one of the genetic operator used to recombine the population genetic material. It takes two chromosomes and swaps a part of their genetic information to produce the new chromosomes. So here it considers the two chromosomes, that is parent 1 and parent 2, to form the son. Okay, so this is the example. Okay, so parent 1 and parent 2 to form a son. So here two chromosomes to form a new chromosome. Okay, the crossover point is randomly chosen from the parent chromosome. So here we can choose any of the numbers from these. Okay, we are just swapping those numbers into different ways. So here parent 1 and parent 2 combine to generate a new offspring. So this two, while considering this two, we will make a new. Just we are just combining these elements here. Okay. So this process result in a special genetic structure called building blocks that are retained for the future generation. How this can be used for a future generation. So here you can see parent 1 has the value 1 0 1 1 1 1 1. So here 1 0 0 0 0 1 0. So here we will just swapping these values. From parent 1 we will be swapping 0. So son will have the 1 1 0, and in place of 0 we are just adding the 1. In place of here in parent 2 just we are adding this one, and here we are adding 0. Just we are selecting some of the, we are just swapping these elements. Okay, next we have 1, next 1 0 we will create it as a 0. Okay, just a crossover, we are making a new element. In exam you can swap anyway. Okay, so this is how we are considering the crossover, how we can make the two chromosomes into a new chromosomes. Okay, Next, we have a mutation. This operator introduces a new genetic structure in the population by randomly changing some of its building blocks. The modification done here is totally random and is not related to any previous genetic structure. The mutation process is implemented by occasionally altering a random bit from a chromosome. So here we are just making the values change. How we can make randomly change the values? It doesn't depend on this particular crossover. Okay, mutation means it just randomly changes the value which has the before mutation and after mutation. You can see before mutation it was the value like this. So he can see here we are making randomly change on 0 0 and this 0. Okay, so here after mutation you can see this 0 is changed for 1. Okay, so this is about a mutation. Okay, thank you.